A lifetime without love is of no account, or so the saying goes. Love is the language of today's episode. We will see today how the NYSC objective of national integration is advancing the societal fabric of family life, forging lasting friendships, and setting youth off on a life path of self-actualization. Welcome to NYSC Half Hour. I am Nkem Okwogu. We are starting off with the beautiful beginning of two medical doctors whose love story began during their service year and today are happily married and are living and working in their state of deployment, Kogi State. For today's episode, I strangely do not feel a need to tell you to go nowhere. I'm sure you know that by now. Trust me, you don't want to miss a thing. Stay with me.
I hail from Ondo State, Ishan by tribe, and in the southern part of the country, she's from the east, she's from Anambra State. I really want to use this opportunity to thank NYSC. NYSC has given me a lot of opportunities that I never knew I would even have, that my state even cannot even offer. Being posted down here, I was able to acquire a lot of skills. Medical skills, and even through side, even I was able to learn some. I was in the automobile department. I learned some things in the automobile area. Then going on, I was posted from Asaya Camp to Lokoja, which happened to be my PPA, primary point of assignment. I worked in the Department of Accident and Emergency Unit. All through my service here, I was able to acquire some basic life skills, all because of the youth service. Along the line, my wife here seated, Dr. Chidima, she was posted down from Sokoto where she had her internship. Luckily, she was also posted down to Lokoja, and we're here in FMC. She had a PPA. So that was how we got to meet, and I said, Chidima, you were posted down. No, we are very happy. So that was how the whole stuff started. And then I was still, I was single and I was also searching. So I was now saying, but this one when, but Chidima don't come. So, say nothing there. This is a very good opportunity. Well, I was just praying to God. I said, God, if it's your will, let your will be done. So we kept on going as friends, talking as friends. Then along the line, I was just said, no, if you let this opportunity pass you by, or yours is okay. So I now, one of these evenings, I just summoned courage. I said, Chidima, see, look at it, or look at what I'm actually having. I'm actually interested in you. I would want to have you as my wife for life. So when I actually told her, she told me that she would think about it.
Back in school, in the hostel, he was the hall chairman. He was like the head of the hostels where clinical students were staying. So that was really how I knew him. But usually, I always know these hall chairman guys that they just come to take money from us and they never do anything. They don't do anything. All the promises they'll say they will buy this, they'll do security, there'll be water. At the end of the day, they really don't do that. But to be very honest, during his own time, it wasn't like that. There was actually a difference. We were seeing where our money being used. So that was one of the things I really admired about him. And though me, I was always the book kind of person, so I was not really social, that kind of a thing. But I was impressed with the way he handled the position, and that was one of the things I also put in consideration. I said, this person will be a good leader.
Weeks later, she now called me and told me that, Murphy, think what you requested for, and she has given me a yes answer. Oh God, I was so excited. back then in school, in University of Port Harcourt, then now just the way I said, she was my junior colleague. So, oh, definitely, I'm a man, I know. When a fine girl like this walk past you, you go always look twice now. I actually hired her then. I never knew that NYC will, bring us together, and look at what NYC has done,
Initially, I wished I had retained in Sokoto because I didn't want to come so far because I was already in Sokoto. But when they posted me, something just told me, why not just go? Why you do have? And when I came, even some of my consultants back there were like, won't you come back? Won't you come back? I was like, I will think about it. When I came here, I just stayed. They say, Kogi is this, Kogi is that, Kogi is not that. I spoke to my mom. My mom told me that don't worry. Sometimes God has plans for you that you don't really know. Just stay. And my folks are in Abuja here, so I just decided to stay. And luckily for me, I came and I met my heartthrob. My plan was after this 1 year, I go back to Sokoto. Nothing. If I don't attend that this year we even get married, we may even give birth this year, I won't have really believed that. So I'm really grateful to this NYC platform. I don't rush making decisions, so I took my time, and I don't regret any of the decisions I've taken so far. I'm happy with him.
Oh God, I was so excited. So I think that was like August. So by October, I passed out. I had my POP, passing out parade. So luckily for me, as God would have it, I was retained here in FMC. So the moment I had that, I just knew that this was really, NYC has really been so much of a blessing to me. You understand? Not just giving me the various skills I actually had that I'm actually using to make money as I'm talking to you. Man, apart from the automobile, I also scanned. It was through NYC. I acquired this skill, this social sound scanning stuff to scan pregnant women. That's what I'm actually using as a side also. I sincerely want to use this opportunity to thank the federal government, the various management, the DG, the state coordinators, and my ZI, and other, NYC officials. Honestly, NYC has actually been a blessing to me. NYC has given me a lot of opportunities.
NYC is a good scheme, and it should keep going.
If I should have another opportunity to serve my country, to serve in NYC, I will do that again.
Beautiful love story. We wish them the very best in their life's pursuits. Our next story is evidence of the vital role the National Youth Service Corps plays in the overall growth and development of its corps members. Theresa Nwosu, a sports enthusiast, during her service here in Ondo State back in 1995, used the platform of the NYSC to attain great heights, which propelled her to national prominence. Theresa Nwosu was behind the formation of the Ondo State female football team, now known as the Sunshine Queens of Akure, and executed several other community development service projects, which earned her the 1995 Ondo State Corps Member of the Year award. Let's hear what she has to say.
Pleased to show you the award given to me by the Nigerian School Sports Federation and NSSF to the meritorious service I gave to school sports in the whole country.
Nigeria,
This one is given to us by Nigerian Football Association, that is an EFF, towards my meritorious service to the development of football in Nigeria. And from there, my husband was made the patron of Supporters Club in Nigeria. This football trophy was given to me in Manchester by Umbro International Youth Sports Organization. Then this one was given to me by Nigerian School Sports Federation too, towards my contribution towards female football too, because I was once a footballer and now I am now an administrator of sports.
Nigeria serves, Nigeria we serve.
In 1995, I came here for youth service, Ondo State. So we had our NYSC camp at Ifo, Alaye. And then during the camp, I was the team leader of my platoon, Platoon 5. And then I love sports. And then I started volleyball, female football team at the camp. So I was the team leader and we won the male counterpart then. So I was posted to Ondo State Sports Council for my primary assignment. There I raised the then Sunshine Queens, which is the state female team now. And the other community development project I did, bus stop, helping students for their lessons, and many others. So to my greatest surprise, on the 16th of October, when we are passing out in 1996, I was made the best couple of the year. So, and we were 6. We were asked to, if we are ready to work with Ondo State, that we should drop our contacts, which I did. April 22, my uncle came down to Mbise, where I was, and then brought a letter, which Ondo State wrote, signed on the 12th and 14th of February 1997, that I should come for my automatic employment as the best couple of the year. The present position I am now started with effect from 1st of June 1997. I was appointed as an education officer, EO2. Then, following my formation of a female football team, I was posted to the Ministry of Education, having been my specialized area. Then we have Ministry of Education, Youth and Sports. When I was posted to Sports Council as my primary assignment area, when I got to office every morning, there is nothing we are doing. So when I asked my then director late now, he now told me that there is no money for them to organize all their programs. And I said, how can one be coming to office in the morning, staying just like that, and go without anything? That I don't like it. We are not born to be lazy. So what can I do? He said, my dear, don't worry yourself. Just come anytime you like. I said, no, sir, I can't do that. I can't be coming anytime I like, because in future it will affect my career, that I want to start something. So I now took permission from them, started going from one school to another, secondary school, campaigning for female sports, because then they don't allow their female child to engage in sports. And I told them I love sports, and I was formerly falconet at the national level. Before my parents discouraged me not to go, that I'm a woman, I should not go to jumpology. So, and now the parents I met now agree with me. Fortunately for me, during then was Abacha, FSP. So they now made a national pronouncement that every state must have a female team. And by then my own team was on ground. That was how the state government now commissioned the female team as their state team. So, and when I was employed in 1997, I was asked to continue with them. So our first outing was at Asaba, August 1998. When we got there, we met with National League 2. We are into National League 2. And then at that place, we came first in all ramifications. During the time of school sports, I started because I was the national PRO of Nigerian school sports under Federal Ministry of Education and Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports. During the time of then Emeko Merua, in 1999, we were Omolorobo Grammar School was my team that emerged at the state level. We took them to Lagos 1999 school sports. There, among the 36 states of the Federation, Omolorobo came first. That was how we got the ticket of going to Manchester to represent Nigeria. On getting to Manchester, among the 8 countries that participated, Ondo State came first, which is Nigeria. So on coming back, the then governor, Ade Farati, had to give me double promotion. By then I was in level 8. They now promoted me to level 10 and then give me free accommodation in Ondo State. That was how we started the school sports. Then at the national level, then Omeko Meruana called us. We are about 26 women, but then have not married. He now said that they want a revival of school sports in the whole federation because school sports was in moribund. They said they want us to revive it, and they formed a task force. Then Dr. Olaya, T.A. Olaya was the national president. Dr. Ogu was the national secretary from Imo State. Dr. Olaya is from Osun State. Then Mr. Chawai Nu was from Kaduna State, was the national treasurer. Among the 26 women in the forum of National School Sports State officers, they asked us that they would like to have a PRO making 4-man committee to revive school sports. Then Omeko Merua appointed me, that mailing and everybody that his spirit say he should call me. And when they called me, that was how I moved school sports around the whole 36 states of the Federation, meeting all the state administrators. And today I am proud to say that in every state of the Federation today, school sports is moving and going higher and higher. So from there, they've been going to internationals and winning lorries. Then I was then the national PRO till 2002 when I got married.
Even though focused and goal-oriented, she found love while serving and is happily married with children in the spirit of national integration.
My husband is a native of Asia in Anambra State. So he was one of the businessmen at Akure here. So we met as friends, being a copper with my small stature. Everybody likes me. Whenever I come to Ojoba to buy something, we always interact. They always ask me question, how come you small girl being a copper or something like that nature? So we'll be interacting. So from there, he become my bosom friend. So every time people will gather in his house watching football and being in the same stature with me, I pick interest on him too. As at that time, if we have a program we are going on sports, if we don't have money, I will run to him. So he will source money among his colleagues. They will give me. I will take it and organize the program. When the government releases money, I will take his money back to him with that interest on it. So that was how we started.
Though initially skeptical about moving from eastern Nigeria to the western part of Nigeria for her service here, she took heed to her father's advice and obeyed the clarion call.
I said, I'm not going to Yoruba land. My father said, let me tell you, I will be the last fool to work here, posting of NYC. Maybe God has a purpose. Go. And as you are leaving the house, remember you are an ambassador of this family, Uji family. Good name is better than silver and gold. I bless you, my daughter, go. And when I came through the NYC, God opened doors for me. I am the most fulfilled in life because without me coming to Ondo State, I don't know what I could have become today.
It has been 25 years since her arrival in Ondo State for her service here, and she has indeed been on an upward trajectory, thanks in no small measure to the platform provided by the National Youth Service Corps.
The moment I was given automatic employment, things opened for me. I started moving internationally, and then from there, I met my humble husband today, which is the most wonderful man to be reckoned with. And today I am blessed with children. And see, now my daughter is among the coppers serving in Ondo State too, because she passed out from University of Nigeria and Soka Ikere campus with God loves upon the family. She was posted to Ondo State, and today she's doing well. And by the grace of God, by next month, she will be among the core members that are passing out. And I pray that God, who did it for me, will do it for her too.
My mommy is so marvelous. I'm speechless. I'm dumbfounded. I don't even know what to say about her, but then she's my role model. Whatever I'm doing today, whatever I learned today, I'm proud to have her as a mom. She's one of the best mom. Not even one of them. She's the best mom in the whole wide world.
1 year NYSC was not a waste to me and even the ones to come, because it is a program designed by God for the youthful Nigerians to be useful to themselves if they want. Because some of us might think that during 1 year service they will be jamboreeing, moving from one state to another without going to their primary assignment. Without NYSC, I couldn't have met my humble husband today. Without NYSC, I couldn't have been the best copper of the year in 1995-96 core service year. And without NYSC, I am today a director in the Ministry of Education, level 16. I have reached to the peak of my career in civil service. So NYSC, 1 year NYSC I serve in Ondo State is a blessing to me and a blessing to my generation to come.
Nigeria serves, Nigeria we serve.
Today we celebrate Theresa Nwosu ni Iwuje, but this could not have been possible without the platform of the National Youth Service Corps. The NYSC scheme reinforces the core values of loyalty, integrity, efficiency, commitment, teamwork, youth development, and service to humanity. These values are integral in not just nation building, but in building a formidable personal reputation, lasting friendships, and good family values. And that's how far we can go on today's episode of NYSC Half Hour. We always love to hear from you. Write to us on the online handles displayed on your screen right now, and we will write back. Remember, the safety of corps members in our communities is the responsibility of you and I. Until I see you next time, I am Nkem Okwogo. Stay safe. The Director General and Management of the National Youth Service Corps wish to remind the general public of the provisions of the NYSC Act, which states in Section 13, subsection 1, that any person who fails to report for service in the Service Corps in the manner directed by the Directorate or as the case may be, prescribed pursuant to the provisions of this Act, or who refuses to make himself available for service for a period specified in subsection 2 is guilty of an offense and liable on conviction to a fine or to imprisonment to a term of 12 months or both, fine and imprisonment. Subsection 2 states that any person who is not eligible to participate in the service year, so participates or attempts to participate, is guilty of an offense or having served in a service year and has been duly issued with a certificate of national service or certificate of exemption, as the case may be, is guilty of an offense and is liable upon conviction to a fine or imprisonment to a term of 2 years or both fine and imprisonment. All stakeholders, including corps producing institutions, prospective corps members, and guardians, should be guided in their conduct and desist from criminal practices in relation to the scheme. Thank you.